So, Byron, what do you think if Lesotho had to invade South Africa to annex land that used to belong to Lesotho? Because based on the reports we have been seeing in the news, that's exactly what they want to do, which is, well, great. I think
that'd be great. You know what South Africa needs? A good war. The country's already war-torn, so why not have a war to match the devastation caused by the ANC? That way, when everybody sees that we have no electricity, no sewage, no water, they can look at it and go, that's from Lesotho. That's the war drones, not the ANC. So no, I think it's great. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, and that's going to change. So basically, some minor person in the Lesotho parliament has tabled a motion, right? And the motion is to reclaim some parts of South Africa. And it's not just like Bloemfontein or something. It's like they want to discuss and declare the whole of the Free State, part of the Northern Cape, part of the Eastern Cape, parts of Mpumalanga, parts of KZN, as well as the entire territory of the Kingdom of Lesotho. Because according to them, black tribes forced those people out of their lands, like notably Shaka Zulu and Mfecane, right? He destroyed like millions of lives and forced lots of black tribes out of their traditional homelands. And now the Lesotho people are saying, you know what? Time for reparations, thanks to King Shaka. We want to annex the whole of the Free State and most parts of the Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, and KZN. The weird thing is, Byron, based on history between Lesotho and South Africa, they might actually win if this does become a war.
All I can say is, Jan, sorry, buddy, you're not on the hook this time. And now it's like the internal tribes in Africa are like, oh, we used to do conquest too. And it's like, yeah, no shit, sir. Oh, so it's not Wati's fault this time. And they're like, no, it's not. Almost like conquest was a thing that used to happen. And I was like, okay, look, we used to conquer these places. So they were actually ours. So using the South African term, give us back the land.
Exactly. Give us back the land. And the reason why the Lesotho Defense Force might win this particular war, should it happen, of course, is because based on history, that is exactly what happened in 1998. So a lot of people forget the story. South Africa and Botswana invaded Lesotho to prevent a coup d'etat. But according to the articles at the time, remember, this is 1998. Right, this is a long time, not true decolonization, but almost. The SNDF at the time had no clue to the routes of their targets. They drove to the wrong hotel, they drove to the wrong palace, and they were only able to find their way because journalists told them where to go.
Hey man, what can I say? Remember when the army went to Durban and they ran out of food because no one fed them? Remember when the army went to Durban, then one guy left all of the rifles in the back of the lorry? It actually got stolen. He was buying some fried chicken. True story. Yeah, that's the army. I think Lesotho could win this one. And the funny part is I think Lesotho think they could win this one.
That's the only reason they got this thing in Parliament to be discussed after the Christmas break. But of course, we're not saying that there will be an invasion. But if there is one, it's going to upend quite a few things because we are huge fans of Western Cape independence. But now we maybe are like, wait a minute, who cares about the Western Cape? Maybe we need Lesotho independence for the Free State, right? And next the Free State first, make that the independent secession of South Africa. And then parts of KZN and Northern Cape and Eastern Cape will just join in. I mean, why not? Why not? Like, screw the Western Cape independent guys. This is how it's done.
No, I think you're looking at this all the wrong way, Ramon. The Western Cape is the only territory in South Africa that's not disputed by Lesotho. So technically, if Lesotho win, the Western Cape is independent by de facto. It is South Africa. It's the only place left.
That's actually a great point. But I think we need to ask a question for our viewers. Are you living in the Free State or KZN or Eastern Cape? Do you want to be part of Lesotho? Or would you rather be part of South Africa? It's difficult to say.
And any person that says they want to be part of the ANC is a moron. To be honest, I think it's time for us all to swear an oath of allegiance to the monarch in Lesotho. Allah can't be the worst, can it?
Yeah, exactly. And people tend to forget who the new president of Lesotho is, right? It's a multimillionaire who won the election in one shot, and he's quite sort of half liberal, half based at the same time. So really not a bad guy at all. His name is Sam Matekane, and he's one of the richest people in the country, mainly in diamond mining. So basically, if you think about it, it's like Harry Oppenheimer being your president. Can't be that bad, right?
Nah, better than some stupid commie bastards. And before we hear more about the impending invasion from Lesotho, a word from our sponsor, us.
That's right. We have created a brand new insurance brokerage called, funny enough, Morning Shot Insurance Brokers. So if you're interested in saving money on insurance, number one, but most importantly, having a Zoom with me and my wonderful face, why not send me your insurance schedule to ramon@morningshot.co.za. Let's chat. Maybe we can help each other save money and deliver superior service, because that's what we're all about here at Morning Shot.
But at the end of the day, I think what Lesotho, if Lesotho was really smart about this, they'd go to the Free State and say, hey, guys, you used to be part of us. Why don't you have a referendum? And in that referendum, you can vote whether you want to rejoin with Lesotho. Because underneath the United Nations charters, every nation is able to choose its own destiny and is able to decide how it wants to be governed. Remember, we've seen this with Brexit, Scotland voting for independence. You made the rules, not us. So at the end of the day, they should just use those rules and say, hey, Free State, ANC or Lesotho? And I think we all know which way they're voting, mate, categorically.
Yeah, the fundamental difference between the ANC and Lesotho is that the president of Lesotho has been president for 3 months. He's already outlined a 20-point plan to fight corruption. He wants to reduce the deficit within 100 days of office, and he is going to reverse economic recession through austerity and job creation from international investors. And he wants to achieve in 5 years what is normally achievable in 20 years. There's a big difference in mindset between austerity, cut the recession, cut the corruption, jobs from international investors, and then here you got like couches, dollars, and load shedding. That is essentially the consequences of these two countries. I'd rather be the one that has austerity.
Personally, I'm in the Eastern Cape. I'm ready to sign a pledge of allegiance to the Lesotho King tomorrow. Let's have this independence. Lesotho all the way, baby.
Yeah, that's all I can say. I say go Lesotho, annex the Free State, because no one cares about that. You'll destroy Esmagashili's political ambitions, and you'll get a whole lot of lovely, lovely cows and beef farms, which is great. Farming is wonderful. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.